The rumors sounded too specific to ignore.
If this ain't rich, I don't know what is, because Kylie and Timothée allegedly signed a $100 million contract to get married by the end of 2026 on the Kardashian show. Ooh, that was a handful. And what? Source claims that the one and only Kris Jenner made them sign a wedding contract deal so their wedding would appear on the Kardashian show. These photos are like so cute, whoever generated them. A lot of people have said, are they still together? Are they not? Clearly they are. These were taken today. But the $100 million is estimated profit for the family, so it's net. It's not the gross, it's net profit. $100 million. As if Kylie needs any more money, or the family. They got 2 billionaires and everyone else is a multi-millionaire. Timothée, yes, he will also allegedly receive a percentage of the wedding deal, of the $100 million wedding deal, and an endorsement deal with Kylie's brand in exchange for his participation. They've been dating for 3 years, so it does make sense that they would want to get married. You knew it was really, really serious when he shouted her out after he was getting the award, being like, my significant other, my partner, I love you so much. I couldn't have done this without you. So that's when you knew it was really like, it wasn't a PR relationship. This is a real relationship. And Timothée recently said that he does want children. And Kylie obviously has 2 children. She's young enough where she can have more children. So we're gonna see if this actually does happen on the Kardashians on Hulu. But yeah, that's wild. $100 million. Sheesh.
A secret $100 million marriage and baby contract between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, tied directly to the Kardashians. At first, it sounded like another wild internet theory. But then, fans started noticing something strange. Every appearance felt calculated. Every photo surfaced at the perfect time. And the more people looked, the more the relationship started to feel less like a romance and more like a strategy. Because this isn't just any celebrity couple. This is one of Hollywood's most private actors suddenly linked to one of reality TV's most public families. And when those two worlds collide, people start asking one question: who benefits the most? But the timing is what made fans suspicious. For years, Kylie Jenner dominated the internet without even trying. One Instagram post could crash product launches. One photo could create trends overnight. But recently, things have shifted.
Kylie Cosmetics' sales are quite literally going down the drain. And when I say it's bad, I mean, it's bad. You're talking from $300 million in sales to a projected revenue of just $29 million this year. But this actually has nothing to do with relevancy or her falling off like I've heard other creators say. This is a direct result of what happens when a creator's audience loses trust in them. And to understand how this happened, I'll just quickly take you back to 2016. I won't bore you with all the other boring details, but it was found out that the Jenners were overinflating the revenue of Kylie Cosmetics, and they had their accountant make up fake tax returns that said that the company did $307 million in revenue in 2016 and $330 million in 2017. But when Coty, the company that bought a 51% stake in Kylie Cosmetics for $600 million, did their due diligence, they found out that the total revenue from 2017 to 2019 was actually only $177 million, which is still fat numbers, but it's far from the $370 million total that was spread throughout the media. When this was released to the media and people found out that the company wasn't making as much money as what was initially stated and that the Jenners had been lying, they lost a ton of brand trust and brand credibility. And there's a saying in the industry that brand trust is won in droplets and lost in buckets. And these numbers and this graph down on the bottom of the screen here, this is a visual example of what happens when your brand trust is lost in buckets.
Kylie is still incredibly famous, but the cultural dominance isn't what it used to be. Kylie Cosmetics doesn't dominate headlines the way it once did. Viral moments are fewer. And even fans have started saying Kylie feels more distant than before. Then there's the Kardashians. The show still draws attention, but it's no secret that reality TV needs constant drama to survive. And Kylie has always been the most private Kardashian. She rarely shares her relationships. She keeps her personal life locked down. Which is exactly why this new romance suddenly became so valuable. Because when the quietest Kardashian finally opens up, people pay attention. And then Timothée entered, and everything changed. Timothée Chalamet has built his career on being the opposite of reality TV fame. He's known for indie films, serious roles, and carefully curated public appearances. For years, he maintained a low-profile dating life, rarely confirming relationships publicly. But now, he's entering a new phase of his career. Massive blockbusters, global franchises, fashion campaigns. Timothée is transitioning from indie darling to full A-list movie star.
Have you noticed the change in Timothée Chalamet's style? Chalamet isn't just a must-watch on the big screen. The 29-year-old actor is also commanding attention every time he pops out in a new fit. Now, he's always looked sharp on the red carpet, but what has really set him apart lately is his willingness to take risks with his style. With the guidance of his new stylist Taylor McNeil, who also styles the red-hot Kendrick Lamar, he's built a look that's entirely his own. McNeil began styling Chalamet sometime last year and has completely reinvented the way he shows up in the public eye. Since starting his press tour for a complete unknown back in 2024, Chalamet has been on an insane run. His look has favored relaxed, oversized pieces that give off a cool, effortless vibe. He's been spotted in bomber jackets from Moa Lola, Babestas, Nike Air More Up-Tempos, vintage striped polo rugbies, and hot pink Martine Rose jackets. On Valentine's Day, Chalamet popped out in a loud fit, with matching pink chrome hearts, pink Timbs, and a Ballon Bleu de Cartier with a pink dial and strap. This fit even caught the attention of Lil Yachty, with Boat reposting the fit on his story and captioning "Fit God Low Key." At times, he taps into vintage sportswear, with Raiders starter jackets or Knicks gear, which reflects his love for a more casual look. And you know we couldn't forget his love for True Religion. Whether it's on the red carpet or in his daily fits, Timmy reps Truly jeans harder than any celebrity we've seen since Chief Keef in 2012. While his street style might seem all over the place at first glance, it all comes together to create a unique look with just a touch of early 2000s flair. No matter what he's worn, it feels like he's having a lot of fun with these choices. These outfits all feel authentic to Chalamet, the actor who grew up in New York City obsessing over the city's streetwear scene and rappers like Kid Cudi. Before his current style era, Chalamet opted for much more polished looks and classic tailoring. For instance, his all-white Hader Ackerman look at the Met Gala mixed the sharpness of a formal jacket with the unexpected comfort of casual sweats and chucks. He would occasionally experiment with androgynous style like his glittery LV look from the 22 Oscars or his backless Hader Ackerman look from the Venice Film Festival that same year. He was often seen in outfits from brands such as Bottega Veneta, Hader Ackerman, Prada, LV, Alexander McQueen, and Vivienne Westwood. He even put together fits inspired by the characters he played, like his raspberry Tom Ford velvet suit inspired by Wonka in 2023. And let's not forget his signature skinny black boots. They've become a key part of his formal style. Whether you love or hate Chalamet's current style, there's no denying it's fun to see what he's stepping out in next. So what do you think? Is Timothée Chalamet the best dressed actor in Hollywood right now? Let us know in the comments.
And with that transition comes a new audience. Dating Kylie instantly pulls him into a completely different cultural sphere. Suddenly, he's being discussed not just by film fans, but by beauty communities, reality TV audiences, and celebrity gossip channels. It's crossover exposure on a massive scale. And that's where the partnership starts to look mutually beneficial. Kylie gains credibility outside reality TV. Timothée gains massive mainstream visibility. But the way they handled their relationship raised eyebrows. Unlike Kylie's previous relationships, this one has been unusually quiet. There are no constant Instagram posts, no flashy declarations, no oversharing. Instead, the public sightings are rare and perfectly timed. Award shows, major sporting events, fashion weeks. Each appearance instantly dominates headlines. And because they appear so rarely, the demand for any new sighting skyrockets. It's a classic Hollywood strategy. Scarcity creates value. The less fans see, the more they want. And suddenly, every time Kylie and Timothée appear together, it feels like an event. Fans began noticing the pattern. Every sighting created massive online conversation. Every appearance trended globally. And that's when the rumors started spreading. What if this wasn't random at all? The so-called $100 million contract rumor didn't come from one single source. It built slowly across fan forums, celebrity insiders, and entertainment gossip pages. Some reports claimed there could be agreements around privacy. Others suggested carefully controlled appearances. And then the biggest claim started circulating, that a future engagement or baby storyline could eventually appear on the Kardashians. It's important to note, these are all rumors and speculation. No confirmed contracts have ever been verified.
Whenever I talk about the fact that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are clearly in some type of PR pairing, people freak out, get very angry with me, and they can't handle it. And I don't know why. Her mother is literally Kris Jenner, and I can tell from the responses that I'm getting that a lot of you don't get what that means. all of their Kardashians, all of their relationships as some type of PR. That's the whole point of them. That family, those women, they cannot separate that. From the very beginning of their careers, 20 years ago, Kris Jenner understood that pimping out her daughters is the thing that would make them famous. She knew that from the very beginning. Ray J has been screaming from the rooftops for years that the entire tape that made them famous was a plan from Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian. He has literally been saying for years that Kris Jenner chose the that would make Kim Kardashian look the best, and then they both got paid $500,000, right? Every time that Kanye West would go on those crazy, long, insane Twitter rants, he would always bring up the fact that he's been trying to divorce Kim for years, and they just wouldn't let him go. Yeah, it's because they were making too much money. And I'm not saying that these people don't get along. I'm not saying that Kim and Kanye never had some love between them. I'm not saying that Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner aren't kind of dating, but I am saying that the main purpose of it is PR. That is the main reason those two are together, right? Every single blind item that I see about Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner is about how he will not stop cheating on her. Every chance that man gets, he dogs her out, allegedly. These are all coming from blind items, okay? And before anybody says, but that's just gossip, these are the same blind items that accurately predicted that he would not win that Oscar 4 days before the Oscars even happened, okay? These are also the blind items that literally exposed Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly, and P. Diddy. And all of them say the same thing. He loves to cheat on Kylie Jenner with his co-workers or a Knicks cheerleader. Allegedly. There has also been blind items now for years saying that Timothée Chalamet doesn't even like the rest of the Kardashians. He makes no effort. Apparently he's quite cold, a little bit weird towards them. There has been so many blind items talking about Timothée Chalamet's family does not like Kylie. And to be honest, after the Oscars and seeing how his sister hugged her, I believe that. But the funniest one that I think is the time Timothée Chalamet runs into the father of his girlfriend's children, he literally runs away. And people are telling me, but they're just in love. They've been together for 3 years. What are you guys talking about? Read between the lines. But most of you can't read between the lines because you're too busy being sucked into the PR mega machine that is the Kardashians. And I'm not here to blame anybody. I get it, right? Oh my God, Timothée Chalamet bought Kylie Jenner a $300,000 engagement ring. Did he really? Because that was last March. This March, an OF model's coming forward being like, oh yeah, I totally hooked up with him a bunch of times. Not to mention, 8 months after this dropped, every single blind item source that I was reading was saying that he was trying to break up with her. He was over it. He didn't want to do it anymore. But then magically they figured it out. God, I wonder why Timothée Chalamet wanted to figure it out with Kylie Jenner. God, I wonder why. This is a really hard one. I wonder why.
But the reason fans are entertaining the idea is because of how strategically everything has unfolded so far. Because if you look at Kardashian history, major relationship milestones have always driven massive media attention. And that's where the speculation gained momentum. But one detail made the rumor explode. The Kardashians has always relied on personal storylines to drive viewership. Breakups, marriages, pregnancies, these moments create huge spikes in interest. And Kylie, historically, has kept those moments private. Her pregnancy with Stormi was famously hidden until after the birth, creating one of the biggest celebrity reveals ever. Fans still remember how that moment dominated the internet. So when rumors started suggesting that Kylie could be planning another major personal reveal, possibly involving Timothée, fans immediately connected the dots.
People online are shocked with Kylie Jenner after a recent TikTok video she posted confirming that she is pregnant with Timothée Chalamet's baby. So in the viral TikTok behind me, which has over 300,000 likes on Kylie Jenner's page, people are speculating that she's pregnant with Timothée Chalamet's baby, all because of why she was covering this bag in the whole video while doing a video with her kids. And if you watch the full video all the way through, there's actually a small window where she accidentally reveals her stomach moving the bag, truly speaking that she is actually pregnant with the baby of Timothée Chalamet. And it's honestly crazy. The comments get even worse as you scroll down. I drop to my knees. I rebuke this. Please know this is literally the last day of 2024, bro. This cannot be happening. But besides the fact of her trying to hide that she's actually pregnant, the video by itself is actually really nice and calming. It's just her kids doing a makeup routine and tutorial. But overall, I'm curious to know your thoughts about this whole Kylie Jenner situation after watching the video for yourself. Do you truly think she is pregnant or not?
Because if Kylie chose to share something this time, it would instantly become one of the biggest reality TV storylines in years. And suddenly, the relationship started to look even more strategic. But fans didn't stop there. Online detectives began analyzing the timeline, when rumors first surfaced, when sightings occurred, when major premieres happened. Some fans pointed out that public appearances often aligned with major career moments, Again, this doesn't confirm anything, but it fueled speculation. The more fans connected these dots, the more the relationship started to feel carefully managed. And that's when the conversation shifted. Instead of asking whether Kylie and Timothée were dating, people started asking whether they were building something bigger. Because if this is a long-term strategy, it wouldn't stop at just dating. And that's where the biggest speculation comes in, the baby rumor. It's the most explosive part of the entire theory, and also the most speculative. Some fans believe that a future pregnancy could create one of the biggest entertainment headlines in years. Others think the relationship itself is already doing exactly what both sides need, boosting visibility without oversharing. Either way, the long-term strategy theory keeps gaining traction, because at the end of the day, this relationship connects two completely different celebrity worlds: Hollywood prestige and reality TV dominance, indie credibility and global influence. And whether it's intentional or not, the pairing is working. Every appearance trends, every rumor spreads, every detail fuels conversation.
Here are celebrities that I've changed my tune on after doing deep dive episodes about them. I'm starting with a recent episode about Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. My opinion on both of them swapped after I read like a lot of interviews and articles and profiles on them, and I found myself disliking Timothée Chalamet and liking Kylie Jenner, which I did not expect. I just feel like both of them get such a reputational disservice in either direction from the public. And like, I don't like love Kylie Jenner, but I found her to be a lot more intuitive, discerning, and observational than I would have thought from her like public reputation. And Timothée Chalamet, I was not liking. He came across as very arrogant, like he knows best, almost like combative, but not in a way from a true foundation. It seems like he really takes in everything that people say about him. So he's not operating from true confidence, but I saw a lot of like bravado in Timothée. Bad.
So is this a real romance? Or Hollywood's smartest brand merger? That's the question fans keep debating. Because the truth is, both things can exist at the same time. Relationships in Hollywood often come with business benefits, and Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet might just represent the perfect example of that balance. Whether the rumored $100 million contract exists or not, one thing is clear: this relationship has already become one of the most talked about celebrity pairings in years. And if the speculation continues, the story might only be getting started.